Yo, what is up, y'all? My name's Ben. Welcome back to Skybounds, but it's all new. It's Skybounds 2.0 Season 2, and this is the inaugural episode. This season, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Last season, we were on our own. We played solo. We had our own island. This season, we're going to be on a team with other people, so we have done a decent amount of building over the last couple days, and we are doing decently. So I'm going to turn around and show you what it looks like for now, and it's boom. Like I said, we've done some building. I didn't do a lot of this. I helped with this one, and I've been working on the farm, but most of it was built because I was not able to play for the first couple days of the server. So these were all built by, we'll look at our island members real quick. So this is our team right now. We've got Dave in PvP, super awesome. Ace Shell 1234 and Miracle Skater 75. So she's done most of the building, most if not all of the building, except for the little bit I helped with. And then we've got a lot of grinding done by Dabin. Probably think of another name for now, but as of right now, you can see it on the worker islands. It's called YT Red Bearded Ben. And then Super Awesome has also helped with a lot of grinding. And he's here right now grinding, actually. So we have, and when you come to our island, it is a worker island. If you look over here, it's going to be where our cobble generator and our ores are. Right now, this is how many we have: coal, ice, and iron. Getting more of those out all the time. And then when you go to this side, this is where our grinders are. And right now we have up to cow. And you can just come in here and slap them, and they're close enough that you do get the drops. This is just to keep them from being pushed around. And then over here will be our farmland, which we're going to work more on building today, probably right now. But those are our public features so far. And then this is actually where we each have our own little storage house area. We went with a purple kind of purple theme, a nether type theme, where we got the quartz, which obviously is another block, but it's clean. It looks good with the purple. And then, of course, we got the purple stain block and the purple. So one other new thing about this season, the last thing we'll cover, is in order to farm on your own island, you have to have these crop blocks. So these crop blocks actually automatically grow. They do need to be watered if you want them to grow faster. I think they grow without water, but it just works better. So say I want to start growing potatoes on our island. I can just put it down over by this water block here, and it will be automatically planted. And if you saw when we broke this wheat, you can see that it replants everything. So another difference is that instead of planting crops, the farmer robot this season will actually break the crops. To break a crop block, once you've already placed it, you can just right-click them with the hoe, and they'll go back into your inventory. No harm, no foul. And that's one super nice thing about this is they don't drop seeds. It just drops the wheat. It just drops the block you want, so you don't have to worry about those extra seeds like you did in the last season. So this is our island. We're going to keep growing. Like I said, feel free. We would love to have you come in and do some grinding and stuff. We're on the worker islands if you do /islands. Somewhere in here, we'll find it. There we are. We're right here for now. YT Red Bearded Ben. And actually, a fun fact: if we look at grinding top page 2, we're number 14. So we're doing things, making moves, trying to be a respected and top island on the server at some point this season. I'm going to show you around spawn. So there's a whole new skill. It's the same spawn area basically, with the changes that have been made. So we'll go over some of these changes while we can't be on our island. First, the major change is skill fishing. So if we look at /fishing, you can see that there's these different levels of fishing, and that is more evident if we come over here. This is the fishing island. It's where the spawn parkour used to be. So there's no more parkour at spawn as of right now, and this is the fishing island. You can see there's ponds with different linings. Right now we can only fish at this stone pond, and I will say fishing takes forever. It's not the most exciting of skills to have. I've caught probably 60 different things, and I'm still not able to move on to the next pond. So fishing is definitely going to take some time to upgrade and to level up and all that kind of fun jazz. But for now, this is it. This is fishing. This is the update, and we can look at something. If you give me 1 second after I want to catch this second fish. All right, you see we caught two cods. Now if we go to the shop and we look at fishing here, you can see there is a bunch of different stuff you can get as you move up in the thing. These first 4, I believe you can all get from the stone ponds. I've only caught raw fish and kelp, but if we look at our fishing chart, you can see I've caught 2 out of 4 possible loot types from level 1. it's going to take a while to get iron unlocked, and it's not something I think you guys will want to watch. Maybe one day we'll do just like a fishing and chatting, talking about life and that kind of stuff up episode, but for now, that's fishing. That's really all there is to it. You fish. Now, we still have the same ore islands. However, if we do look at slash mining, they have made a bunch of changes to that. You can see there is completely different ones now. The first two are the same, but then the ice is in here. There's bones in here. Lapis in here. Malleum is way earlier. Purpur has been added. Obsidian has been added. And Skystone has been added. So they did overhaul this. And that's reflected in these islands too. I actually haven't flown through these islands. So you obviously have the cobble and the coal. Those are still the same. But after that, I imagine they have, ice here. We'll see how high the islands go. We'll do that together while we fly through. So ice here where iron used to be. And then I think, was it terracotta that was after iron? I've kind of already forgot. But after that, it looks like we do have... This is the iron one now. Then flying on to the next island is where there's bone. And it looks like they're being mined pretty consistently here. But we did see one just pop up there. And it looks like bone is the last island as far as you can mine in the mining islands. Now farming, they've also made some changes too. And if we look at farming, you can see that sugarcane is actually number 2 now. So that's been moved up. Cocoa beans have moved up. Watermelon's been moved up. Bamboo they added. Beetroots moved way down. And then they added a couple other ones. They added sweet berries and cactus at the end. So the order has changed. And they've added a couple different ones, but these islands are, again, all straight out ahead of you. You got the wheat one, and then actually they added this second wheat island just because I guess they wanted to have more wheat since so many people need it pretty frequently. Then they got the sugarcane island, of course. And after the sugarcane island is still the potato island. It looks to be the same. I can't actually break it right now. We're not at a high enough level because levels have been down. Or worlds have been down. And then cocoa bean, actually, this is really neat. I haven't been over here yet. Doesn't seem like there's too many of them, but they're kind of like all over the place, just strewn about. It looks really sweet, actually. I like it. Then, of course, you got the carrots, which is the same island. They just moved the placement of it. And then carrots is as far as it goes. So I'd be curious to see if, like, at last season, they added some of the later mobs and ores and stuff as the season progressed. So I'd be curious to see if they do that with these as well. And then the grinding category is actually really, really different. So that's going to be to your right off spawn, of course. And then now we have a whole new mob right off the bat. You can start with rabbits, actually. And then if we do look at grinder, you can see that bats are new, endermites are new, cows are pushed to 4th, llamas are new, slimes are new, mushrooms are new, guardians are new, vexes are new. I mean, there's like one mob that is the same. Because you also have magma, shulker, creeper, ravager, and then dragon. So I'll be really curious to see how they do like the dragon one. I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, these grinders are completely different. The islands are similar, but still different. Those are the rabbits. It actually has carrots on it as well if you want to if you want to farm carrots there instead. And then you got the bats over here. See if any have spawned. These guys seem to be killing them pretty religiously. So here's the bats. And then you can keep on going, and this is where you got the endermites. That's actually really cool. It looks like kind of like the end, but obviously different. That river of portal is really sweet, actually. You just walk right through it. There's the endermites, of course. That's what they look like. And then if we move up, the next thing you have is cows, which seems to be the same cow island as before. They just moved it to its correct place. And then, of course, llamas after that. I hadn't actually looked at the llamas yet. I can't kill them, but that's really cool, actually. And then llamas is as far as it goes. And that's really all there is to the main spawn. Obviously, there's the portals over there. The middle one is to the boss, and the other two aren't a thing right now. And then you got all your starter commands. And if we do look at challenges, I went ahead and did them off camera because they're not very exciting. Don't make great content, so I just kind of did them, and that way we were allowed to move on with our lives. But we can run through them real quick. Make an island, obviously you do /is create is going to make your own island. Logger, chopping logs. It's the same things you do on all servers to start it. Plant 5 saplings, mine 64 cobblestone, spend 1,000 stars. Same ones as last season too for the most part. Farmer was 200 wheat and 100 sugar, so similar, just different crops. Same with grinder, 200 rabbits, 100 bats. Miner, 200 coal, 50 ice. Fisher, catch 50 fish. That one took a while. It took a little bit of time, but we did it. Crafter, craft 10 bread. So one thing to note is if you're going to do this yourself, if you haven't already done it, you do have to do it separately. So 10 different times, which is a little annoying. But for whatever reason, that's just how it is right now. I'm sure that'll be a patch that they throw out later. But for now, you do have to craft a bread 10 different times in a crafting table. And then achieve island level 5, which we did. So that was our 10 challenges. That's all that's out right now. I'm assuming since one of their big claims for this season was that there'd be more new challenges. So I'm assuming they'll just keep adding those. And then there are quests around here I haven't started. You just kind of got to go around and find the people to talk to, I'm assuming. Another thing that's very, very different is the war zone. It is a completely new map. And there is a sky drop starting any second now. So this is going to be a bad time. I'm sure I'm going to die. But for now, we'll check it out. This is the new war zone. We'll just run off in this direction. I'm sure we'll get murked, but I haven't been in it yet. I haven't looked around at all, so we're just kind of strolling through, seeing what we see. Maybe grab a chest or two. That person's going to get that chest, it looks like. But we'll go this way. It's back like the OG Skybounds. See if we can kill this guy, actually. Keep it entertaining. It's back like the OG Skybounds where you do have to jump between the islands. You can't just run around. And we fell. So that's why you take quite a bit of damage actually when you do have to jump off between islands and you do fall. But this looks pretty sweet. The islands are different. This looks like a jungle theme with, I guess, cocoa beans that you can mine. I'm going to keep trying to kill these players because it's kind of fun. And we'll explore in the meantime. But that does add a new effect to the chasing of people, is that you can mess up parkour when you're going between islands, or you can knock people into the void, kind of throw them off the trail, that kind of stuff. And there is no parkour, so you can't grab immunity, and there's also no Warzone immunity at all. So there won't be anyone out here that you can't kill. What are those? I don't even know what those are. But we grabbed them. Oh, he's way better geared than us. That didn't work. So I guess from my understanding of the map, there's actually this main spawn island that we're on right now. And then, I don't know the number, but probably 8 to 10 surrounding islands. Let's go off in a different direction this time. So they tried to focus the Warzone a little more on PvP and action. So there's no parkours in the Warzone. There's no Warzone immunity. None of that kind of stuff. There's the jumping between islands. All these side islands. So this is like a mesa biome. But yeah, there's no areas you have to purchase in the Warzone at all. So maybe we'll try to do a complete circle around the outside of spawn of the Warzone at some point. But for now, I think that's going to be enough in the Warzone. We've died a few times now. So that's going to be episode 1, season 2, Skybounds 2.0. It's a little bit of a talkative episode. Just thought we'd go through some of the changes. Later episodes will, of course, have more action, more building, some tips, tricks, that kind of stuff. So stick around for the season. Love having you. Really appreciate you watching. And if you do want to see more of the episodes the rest of this season, consider subscribing with that notification bell on. And other than that, you guys enjoy your day.